All right, fourth grade. This is going to be called the graph paper multiplying and bringing apart lesson. Hey, a lot of words. But you're going to be using page 191. And at the top of the page, it details how to break apart a multiplication problem. And I wrote that one down right here too. And just so you can remember, this is 1,000. Oh, let me move it up. Remember, you should be taking notes right now in your journal. If I make a video, please take notes. And so it says break the number down by place value. 2 times 1,234, 1,000. Now keep in mind this is your key. I'll just say key, so we don't get this confused with the problem. A block is 1,000. A flat is 100. A long is 10, and then a unit is 1, just as a reference. And what they do on the page is they actually separate it out pretty well. I like how they do it. Okay, and so here what they did was they put a cube, and what that represents, we're actually doing 1,234, so we have 1,000, right? 1,000. Then we need 200. There's 2 flats. Then we need 30, so we use 3 longs. And then we use 4 units. Okay. Now, this is 200. This is 30. And this is 4. Now, it says 2 times though. This is 1 time. Let's do it a second time. Same thing. If I can draw. Sorry, cube. And we're going to do it again. Now, I know this is multiplication, but there's something we can use, something we can do real quick and easy. What if I just add these up? What if I just add these up? I have 2,000 then, 2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 400. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 60. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. And what if I took those and I just added them up? I would get 2,468, right? Now keep in mind, this is a place value, this is a place value, this is a place value, and that's the place value. Ones, tens, hundreds, and 1,000s. Quick review for you, right? You can even put it ones, tens, thousands. Make sure you can see that, thousands. And then we, oh, I'm so sorry. Mr. Fudge messed up. Hundreds, and then thousands. Right? Okay. Now, on the page though, it says, okay, let's look at it this way. They say, all right, this is 2 times 1,234, right? Sorry there. That's the same thing as saying 2 times 1,000. Isn't that right? If we look over here, there's 2,000, so that's 2 times 1,000. Okay. Parenthesis then plus, what is that? 2 times 200. Just like you see it over there. See? There's 200, there's 200, that's 400 in all. Oh, I put 100. There we go, 2 times 200. Then we have 2 times 30. And then we have 2 times 4. Now, If you notice, I put an addition sign in between each one because that's what I'm doing. It's the same thing as me saying 2. Oh, sorry, this was 2,000. Gosh, I'm not doing a good job for you guys. I'm so sorry. 2,000 plus 400 plus 60 plus 8 gives me 2,468. It's the same thing as saying 2 times 1,000, 2 times 200, 2 times 30, and 2 times 4. If you don't believe me, I just showed you, but I'll write it down below here as well. This would be 2,000 plus 400 plus 60, 60, and then this would be 8, just like we have up here, right? So breaking apart so that we can make sense of it, that's all we just did. Now, I'm gonna look at number 3, but I'm gonna do it on my graph paper. We're almost done. Good. And so number 3, it says, and again, the graph paper, this can be found in the classroom. Just ask one of your 5th graders. I'm going to say Raul knows, Angel knows, and Adrian does as well too. But you can also ask Mr. Fudge, but we'll figure it out. It's going to be on a tray next to Mr. Fudge's desk. But you need this just to help you line up. This is an option, but I do want you to give it a go for this lesson, okay? This helps me keep everything lined up, and so I know it'll definitely help you as well too. And so number 3 says 3 times 116, right? 3 times 116. So we can take that and we can put that into my boxes, and we can put 3 times that. Now this is going to be our standard way to do it, right? And I will do it in standard form, just so that you can see it. And so I've lined it up. I'm using my boxes. What's 3 times 6? Because in multiplication, I need to multiply the 1s times each position. And if I had something here, I would take the 10s and multiply it by each position that's up above, or each number up above. Because just like on the arrays, we're using each row and each column. But anyways, 3 times 6 is 18. I carry the 1 up top, or that set of 10. 3 times 1 is 3, plus another 1. That would give me 4. And then 3 times 1 is 3. This is the same thing as saying 116 plus 116 plus 116, which would be equal to 348. Now keep in mind, this takes a lot longer if you were to line it up and add it, rather than multiplying, which is super adding and makes it super quick for you. Now we're going to use the breaking apart method. Breaking apart. Now I'm not going to use my, well, I guess I could use my block method. That's fun, we'll use it. I'll use a different color. And so, again, the problem is 3 times 116. To break that apart, again, I can do place values, right? I can just make 116. Okay? I just need 3 place values, right? That's all I need, really. Okay? Now, you could use the whole grid thing, but I'm going to, of course, use what we know. We know, again, our key, we know that 100 would be a big block, or a flat like this. Not a block, I'm sorry. A flat. And then we know that we have 1 long, and then we have 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger because we're going to need the room. aren't we? Okay. And so 3 times 116. So I'm going to make 116 the big number, right? And so I'll go ahead and make another one of these. Remember, I have to do it 3 times. This is the first time. This will be the second time. And this will be the third time. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. Here we go. Now, do you have to do this every time? No. But will it help you if you get into big numbers that you're unfamiliar with? Yes. Yes, it will. And so I can go ahead and say, all right, cool. This is what? If I add this up, this is 300. Just checking it, right? Then we have 10, 20, 30. It's 30. And then, oh, let's just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Be 18. Or I could just say 1, 2, 3 groups of what? 6. So that would be 3 times 6, which is equal to 18, right? Okay. Now I can add these and I'll get my answer, which is 348. Remember, 30 plus 18, that 1 would move over. 348. Now, if you don't believe me, I can do it out to the side. Do 300 plus 30 plus 18, add it up. 0 plus 0 plus 8, 8. 3 plus 1 is 4, then 3, 348, right? Okay, cool. But now we need to look at this as a multiplication problem. The real way to break this apart. The real way to break this apart by numbers, not just by this. This is probably type 1. Okay, that's the physical form. And then we can do type 2. Type 2 would be just the number form. So again, 300, or 3 times 116. If I break that apart, what's that saying? I have 100. I'm just using the blocks again, right? I have 100. Then I have, what is that? A 10. And then I have a 6, right? Well, let's write that as a number sentence. We know that 3 times 116, we know that that's going to be equal to 3 times 100 plus 3 times 10 plus 3 times 6, which would give me what? 348. Why? Because we already added it up. But just for the sake of it, what's 3 times 100? It's going to be 300 plus 3 times 10, which is 30, plus 3 times 6, which is 18, which would give us 348, which we found up there by adding these up again. If you notice, this is the same thing as this. Okay? So long story short, that's how you break it apart and add it up, or break it apart and multiply it. This is type 1, which would be the physical form, and this is type 2, which would be the mathematical sentence form, okay? That's it. Now this needs to be folded up and put into your journal. It probably is not going to fit on this page, so just put it onto the next page, okay? But don't do it to where you can't read what it is. Maybe fold it like this. Here's how it's like that. Boop. Put glue on this side and paste it to the other side of this page. Right there. And then just make a note. Look at fold. Bubble. on next page. There you go. Thank you so much. Make sure you do your follow-up work on page 191. Thank you.